and everything is good. I'm making a post Frost, just accept it now.
टू ऐड अच्छा
नहीं हो
छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए था ना, फायदा क्या होता?
अरे पर्सनल
छोड़ के
रीजन
क्या होता? अच्छा चल ठीक है, आ जा,
हाँ we are ready.
लेट्स गो.
Let's go. Just checking the audio. I think everything should be fine. Audio. The stream is paused. Pure voice also. Steady, whatever. Weird here. Is it fine now?
I think Synox is DC.
Okay. I'm just looking at the stream health for the time being. Is
Let's go.
let's go. Just checking the audio. I think everything should be fine. It's weird here. Can you see? Uh, with the link, did you pause the stream and resume it or something? It's better if I just give them this link instead. Brackets link he wants. Are they ready? Or just what's the hold up?
The Synox is DC.
Are they ready? Or just what's the hold up?
The Synox is DC. DC.
I'm just checking the live link. We're still live for the time being. Uh, hopefully should be fine, guys. Cyanox is connected, so waiting on that. Just checking the live link. We're still live for the time being. Hopefully should be fine, guys. Cyanox is connected, so waiting on that. Just checking the live link. We're still live for the time being. Hopefully should be fine, guys. Cyanox is connected, so waiting on that.
I can hear you twice for some reason.
That was the third time.
Oh, my bad. Like when I use it on some issue with YouTube and Discord, apparently whenever I watch, well, not
It's
sure how
fine
to
now, I
fix.
think.
Yeah, because I removed the video. Oh, my bad. Like when I use it on some issue with YouTube and Discord, apparently. Now Kirk is same thing with Kirk. GG, well played, Discord.
Where are all of these people playing from?
Not sure. Let me just TS. I think I'm just gonna come back.
don't want stuff to be streamed.
Synox has his power went out, so I think they're waiting. If he can come, I think he said like give us 5 minutes, so that's fine. So we'll have to just wait till 5 minutes for the starts.
Yeah. Hello guys, are you streaming?
हाँ बोल क्या हुआ?
Yeah, but it's anyways nothing is happening. What's up?
Acha, so the thing is, Fufu is playing from Ash's ID.
What?
ट्रोल कर रहा है यार इसको मैं
By Fufu, I don't want that shit.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
मैं डेड बाय डेलाइट खेल रहा तो क्या बोल रहा है
अच्छा, sorry.
तुम लोग स्ट्रीम पे आके साले ये सब फंड बात कर.
भाई रोटी
Hello guys, hello.
Nicola
Welcome
has
to the
it.
stream. Do not
Yeah.
forget to subscribe and follow.
oh my god. Yes, please follow Rotti
Yeah. No.
and his
Follow the
Bakchori.
channel.
yeah
And
we
the
we we
Bakchori. Yeah.
we provide
Bhai,
a
nikal
quality
Fufu, bhai, nikal.
entertainment अरे
Alright guys, bye bye. Take care.
I'll just move Frost one sec.
Okay, he's back.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we should be starting soon. The Cyanox is back, and in case Cyanox is not able to play, they do have Joda who will fill for them in the next few games. So let me just.
What? कहाँ है जोधा? हाँ कौन है? हाँ बोल भाई. डीवीडी ने वॉक ओवर दे दिया है तो तुम लोग का 7:30 बजे डायरेक्ट मैच होगा. ठीक है. तुम लोग एक काम करो. तुम लोग जोधा का पीसी ऑन का कितना देर लगेगा उसको? सब जोड़ के बोलो, मजाक नहीं. And if they're not, then what will you do? Just call Joda. Or do peak bans with this, but then that's also not fair, right? If Synox's thing settles afterwards, take him. कहाँ है वो? इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं मत ये सब स्ट्रीम मारा करो, लौड़ा लगता है बस बैठ के बेंचो. उधर आते हैं ये लोग का. Yeah, and then what about the next matches? You want me to get to go to fucking 11 o'clock in the night or what? What?
Alright, guys, we are back. Sambar Commander will be joining the stream. Apologies for the delay. Indian internet, especially during rains, is a big pain to deal with. So, having said that, hopefully things should be starting off pretty soon. Just waiting on Sambar Commander, aka Joda. Alright, guys, we are back to join, and then post which we will start with the game. Hmm. Alright, just waiting on Sambar Commander. He has joined, and it's a comedy of errors happening today.
Let's go.
I will. Alright, he has joined the lobby. I'll just reconnect on Discord. Hello. Hey guys, welcome to the Community 5 event today. It's going to be pretty awesome. Kudos to Frost for hosting this right now, and we thought it'll be fun to stream a few games, so that's what we're doing right now. So just to start off, this is going to be the first round one game that we'll be playing. The other brackets are on the description of our YouTube channel, so make sure to check them out as well. All the games are going to be streamed on Garena, and the lobby is open spec if anyone wants to spec these games. So just to start off, I have with me my co-casters Frost and Kirk. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Fine. How are you?
I'm going good, Frost. Excited because you know what? This match on the blue side we have Meme Team, the winners of the Semi Pro Cup tournament, and on the red side we have Natkhat Launde, aka White Shadows. So you know, like this is one of the best teams in the Indian LoL scene currently. So it's like you know, like an how would you say David meets Goliath in a way, but then again, this David is one of the guys who's won the Semi Pro tournament. So what do you think of these two teams, Frost, coming out into this match?
Coming out into this tournament, I think because it's like a best of ones, everything's on the line in this one game itself, and they're going to look to go all out with their picks, and I think we're going to have an exciting match on our hands. Of course, I think I would give the edge to White Shadows here because, yeah, they have a lot of experience on their side and their roster looks really good.
I agree with you. I mean, you do have Dragoon, you do have Panda, who are like challenger and flex right now against Ripcord, who's like the only experienced, or Birdie as well, I would say, who's experienced in this roster. So I'm looking forward to see how they would stack up. If I'm being honest, like this should be a victory for White Shadows or Natkhat Launde, but I want to see what kind of a fight do you know, like Meme Team pull out against them. And as we look into the picks and bans, Frost, blue side, Kaisa ban, I'm guessing that's going to be a must ban considering how OP she is right now.
If anybody has to ban Kaisa, it has to be the purple side. The blue side can just first pick it. There was no reason for them to ban Kaisa. GP ban, again, that's for Panda. People really fear it. So that is a standard ban. Talia, Wave Clear Mage, pretty standard ban. Cassiopeia, again, I don't think it would have been first pick, so that's a ban wasted. Ezreal, very strong AD in the meta right now. So considering we still are on 8.10 in Garena, so that's why they banned that. And Trundle, because it's an annoying champion in general, and Shady Saiyan and Birdie both use it to good effectiveness. First pick Morgana, I'm proud of it. That is a thing I would do, but
I love
don't think there are better things to pick first pick right now.
I love it. So Frost, do you know who Bot Faker is by any chance? I don't know this person.
Faker is I'm forgetting his name.
He's a support main, is he?
I think that's Shady Saiyan, right?
No, Shady Saiyan is fifth, right?
Shady Saiyan.
Dead Corpse, no.
No, that's not it. Let's find it out.
We do see.
I think you should just talk to Kirk till then. I find out who Bot Faker is.
Zaya Rakan though, alright, that's pretty interesting. Picked out there by Natkhat Launde, and then you do see a Zin pickup, which is a solid pickup right now in the meta. So good on Meme Team for actually picking some decent picks, and that could be a Caitlyn Morgana lane. So again, Frost bot lane right now, both the bot lanes have been picked out. So Caitlyn Morgana went into a Zaya Rakan, and how do you think that plays out in the bot lane?
I think I'd like Kirk to explain this on my behalf
Kirk,
this time.
yeah, I think Kirk is
Uh,
there. He is okay. Yeah.
Caitlyn Morgana, they should win if they land bind trap combos on either Zaya or Rakan, but straight out all in level 1, Zaya Rakan should have the edge, depending on whether they go for the level 1 cheese or not.
What would you want the Morg to
If
start in this
Morg,
matchup?
I would say, like, if you can get your binds off level 1, go for bind, otherwise just shove out the lane, don't give them a chance to engage, taking W.
And there has been a very early pick of a Darius.
Oh, Panda.
Surprisingly so. Generally, Panda prefers to keep the counter picks on purple side, but he has decided to pick it outright because he thought maybe it would be banned out. So that's a confident pickup. Let's see what meme team responds with. And
I think it's a good pickup because like Shady Saiyan throughout the pro tournament is only pick tanks, mainly the Ornn. So I think Darius does really well into laning phase against tanks, and I think the idea behind that pick is just to like snowball from the early game, and it's just something that Panda loves to play. He's played Darius a lot of times before as well, and I just think he just wanted to play it before it got banned. So that is pretty interesting. The Vladimir ban coming out though, also targeting like the mid lane pool. I think I'm not sure who. I think Birdie is the one going mid this time for meme team. And the
because Zari is open.
His RE is open. Bot figure, is that Sky by any chance for Frost or no?
I think so. I'm not sure. I think that might be Sky as well. I am not sure because I was unable to check up on it. Yeah, Vladimir has been banned out, and let's see what the last ban should be coming out. It's a Graves, really strong jungle right now on 8.10, so they decide to take it away from Dragoon.
That's actually a good ban from. Definitely a good ban. And I think Birdie's Rise is up, surprisingly enough. Like, they did not ban out his Rise, and I think that's one champ he's played a lot on, is pretty comfortable on. I'm guessing that might be the pickup, considering he also plays Cassiopeia, but Cassiopeia is banned. And that's a Sejuani pickup coming out from Dragoon. Oh lord, I thought he was going to play something like a carry jungler, but this time he chooses to go for the tank and be the CC chain for his team.
Yeah, and I think there should be a Rise and Jax pickup from these two because Rise, of course, Birdie always defaults to that champion because whenever he's playing mid and he has a lack of options. And yeah, Shady Saiyan, I think, does he pick on or does he go all out and pick Jax in this matchup? It remains to be said.
I think he's going to just go and pick the Ornn because it's just a safe leaning phase, not like Ornn gets shattered. Sion also is a decent pick, and I would. Oh, he's shifting a lot between them. Chooses to go for the Sion at the end of the day, so not bad considering like Sion can do some poke damage from his E and he has a lot of sustain. We'll look forward to see what Darius can do into that matchup. Like, it's not that easy to really chunk down a Sion if the Sion plays it well. So we'll have to see how that happens. In the mid lane, meanwhile, is Sambar Commander going to go for the Anivia pick, which is sort of scaling because she does build tier. And then both the mid lanes are basically going to just build tier and go scaling from the looks of it. So what do you think of the compositions right now, Trust, now that we are in the loadout screen?
Until now, both the compositions are extremely team fight heavy. At least from White Shadow side, it is a lot team fighting reliant as well. Blue side, more of a pick comp. Sand can catch people out, Zinzao can focus a person. So if somebody does get binded in the bad spot, yeah, they are going to suffer a lot. I think it's going to come down to, where Zin decides to influence the early game, which lane does he decide to go, because he will have that edge over Sejuani in terms of early clear. Zin, of course, in this meta right now, very, very strong, and he's able to gank multiple lanes with almost minimal buffs, to be honest. Like, there is a huge, cheese strat going on where you just level to gank a lane, take your red buff, directly go to a lane, gank it, then go for a scuttle after. So, yeah. I mean, we're going to have to see how the Zin chooses to influence this game as it goes on.
Yep, I do like both the team comps coming out. I think this game will really come down to how well these players play in lanes, because I do feel that top lane specifically, you are going to see Panda play aggressively, and the bot lane of Zaya Rakan is also going to look to make plays. On the other hand, you do have Ripcord and Caitlyn. So, I think bot lane will be quite fun. Outright, I think both the bot lanes have a chance to outplay the other if they're able to dodge and land the right bindings. So and the jungler pressure as well. I think FSN on, or Best Rank OSC rather, on the Zinzao might have more early game aggression to pull out. So the pathing in the early game and seeing where the junglers choose to gank and what lanes they choose to go and gank would be the decisive factor in determining how the early game goes. And I'm looking forward to this matchup. Let's see how it works out.
Moving the conversation a bit towards the AD carries. How would you say like the Zaya and the Caitlyn lane interacts with each other?
It's more support reliant. It's if Morgana can outplay Rakan and land some binds, then Caitlyn should be able to follow up with the shield so that either Zaya can't land her root or Rakan can't land his knock up. So, but if they land a knock up without or when the Morg shield is off cooldown, then either one of them should outright die
I
because
think
there's too much damage from
yeah,
Rakan.
I think this lane is based around the Rakan playing smart. The Rakan can just play a bit forward and bait the binds out, and he can always e back to the Zaya. That is what I would look to do in this matchup. Otherwise, I think Mor can slowly edge out the lane if she plays well with her binds. It's going to, again, like this lane is very heavily influenced by how the Rakan plays, to be honest.
Yeah, they have
I
to
think
play around Morgana's shield also.
even if there is going to be an RW engage to come out, it has to be the flash engage, because otherwise it
Yeah.
will be too slow and she'll just black shield anyone.
I agree.
Yeah, let's see how Rakan plays the lane. And meanwhile, as we do go into the final minute of the spectator delay, Vishay, what do you think? Are we going to see any level 1 shenanigans coming out from any of the teams?
Yeah, I would definitely want to. From the side of meme team, you have a Morgana, you have a strong binding, you have a Caitlyn type that can follow up that, you have a Zinza that can E onto that, and the Sion that can Q. So level 1, I mean, I think that's a very strong level 1 coming out from meme team, and they should look to do something, because I feel like if you play this game standard laning phase, just because of the quality of the players, and I think the meme team will have a little bit of difficulty playing against it. So maybe some level of cheese to get the jungler ahead, to get the bot lane ahead, will probably do wonders for them. It is to be noted that Natkhat Launde are playing with Loki, aka Vish Bhaskaran, as their AD. The AD guy is generally Summer Commander, and the mid laner is Cyanox. So they're not really on playing the full 5 core strength. But having said that, it's still a very strong AD carry in Loki, and the synergy as such will be pretty fun to see. So level 1 shenanigans, like meme team have to do something, man. Like they need to go out there and get a binding, get a kill, and maybe work with something around that. Because I just feel like laning phase on top side, I feel like Panda's probably gonna wreak havoc unless he gets ganked, and that's something he'll have to be careful with, because Zinza will look to gank, and Sion and Zin can set up really nice ganks and setups for each other. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the early game goes as well.
I mean, isn't Darius the king of 2v1s though? It has to be all coming out to
He is at level 6, but like if he
not
is
only necessarily level 6. If you gank him inside a lot of his minions, right? So there is a lot of considering that he is running the Conqueror as well, there is a lot of room for him to outplay. But yeah, I think, like you said, if it goes like it's a good gank at level 3 or 4, and the minions are not that stacked up, yeah, he has to be careful there.
Yep, it depends on how he ganks him. I'll be honest with you. Red buff Xin Zhao will burst through the Darius even before he can hit 2 of his Qs. So it really depends on the setup, and that's something I think Shady Sen has to do. He should not allow Darius to push him out so much that when Xin comes to gank, he cannot, like, he's in front of 15 or 10 minions and he won't be able to do much. There's a glacial augment coming out from San right there, which is very, very surprising. Like, you want to stick to a Darius is what you're trying to tell me here, but a Darius wants you to stick to him on the other side. So it's sort of counterintuitive. I think we're probably better off taking something else, maybe like another summoner spell, but just glacial augment pickup. I don't know, maybe it's more for team fighting where he wants to stick to his teammates, to his enemy teammates. But against a Darius, I'm not really sure that's going to help him a lot. Like, Darius would want you to be on close range with him and hit him on melee. So we'll have to see how that works. So there is a cleanse taken by Summer Commander, which is very, very good to hear, because usually he's the kind of guy who does not take cleanse, just takes flash, just takes heal or barrier or
This
something.
is quite a surprise, him taking precautions against his death.
He
has been severely criticized by multiple commentators on his choice of his choice of summoner spells and items. But yeah, it's good to see that, especially when he's role swapped, he's finally deciding to do the right thing.
Yep, my boy Joda right there on his Anivia is gonna show him the bird is the word right there. And let's see how the game goes. As you do enter into the game, hopefully, Frost, we see some exciting level 1 action. And to be honest, like, meme team have given us a lot of fun matches over the past. They've always done things that are chaotic in nature that makes for extremely fun spectator viewing for almost everyone out there. So I'm hoping that they continue that trend in this game as well, and they show us.
That being said, White Shadows is no less of an entertaining team themselves, considering Kurt would remember that game where they picked the Pantheon top against them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, everybody is liable to their own fair share of entertainment. We'll have to see how it turns out. Apparently, there is another pause. Let's see what's the reason this time.
think it'll be a small pause. I think probably Sama Commander will need to reconnect his water. I'm pretty sure he forgot to
Hopefully
do that
so.
right now. And yeah, just waiting on that to happen. Like I just feel for us this game, right? It's gonna go like 20-25 minutes max, and like one team might get the snowball and win it outright. Like if White Shadows wins, if Natkhat Launde rather get the snowball, I think they can end in 25 minutes. But if they don't, right, and if Ripcord Meme Team does it, I think Meme Team can probably look to also like end it by 25-30 minutes if they're able to get a significant enough lead. So I think it'll be a fast game either way. So looking forward to that. Okay, Loki is DC'd apparently. That is the update that we have gotten.
It's
So
coming back. That is what also has been written. So
yeah.
hopefully we should be underway as well.
Yeah, Indian, now that the monsoon season is coming in India, rains are going to be a perpetual disaster for all the players playing League of Legends. Considering in a lot of areas, internet does go down because of a lot of rains and storms and wind. So, something on we have to play around. So, all right. Oran is gonna take a break. The stream is on. He's just leaving his
All right.
desk. What do you think of the jungler matchup, Frost? Like you have FSN who was part of the earlier FA roster, and now you have Dragoon who's like the part of the new roster. How do you think these junglers play, and how do you think they match up stylistically, Frost?
Realistically, of course, Dragoon has always been the aggressive kind. He has defaulted to tanks as and when his team demands it, but overall, naturally, he is an aggressive player. He has hit a lean patch of form of late, like in the past 1 or 2 months or so. Hopefully, this tournament, like its purpose is for all the players to shake off their wariness so that they can be ready for the pro league, which will be hosted soon. So yeah, I mean, stylistically, of course. Bestrango SCA is fantastic, and he was the original jungler for FA, which eventually became WS. He prefers to be more of a control type of a jungler. He will farm his lanes out. I mean, he will farm his jungle out and then look for safe and proper ganks. Doesn't go for that many invades as such. So yeah, let's see. But considering how the champions they're playing reverse style of champions. So what I mean, Fantastic is playing is generally what Dragoon would be expected to play. I think they had to take the Sejuani because they were lacking any kind of stylistic tanks. So yeah, otherwise the team would have become extremely squishy and very hard to navigate. So yeah, we are. I mean, let's
Definitely.
see how they adapt to their styles.
Most definitely. Like the composition needed another engaged post Arakan. Like there was nothing else to do it, and I think Panda going like carry made probably Dragoon go jungle in that sense to round it up. And I think like compositionally wise, like Anivia will be really, really annoying to play with once mid game starts. So I think the later this game goes, who would you give it to first in terms of pure compositions? Like, do you think it's White Shadow's team
Late
that
game,
might?
I would give it to Meme Team. Rise and Caitlyn are very, very power hitting champions at late game as well, and they have a very, let's say, well-rounded comp. They have a Morg to save them from the CC of the Rakan. They have a Scion
Hmm.
to disruption. If everything, provided everything goes even, I could give it to them. But again, like White Shadows, laning prowess, all of that cannot be underestimated. So meme teams are definitely up against a really, really big challenge right now. Yeah. Kirk, what do you think about the Doran Blade start on the Caitlyn? What do you think the Zaya
Um,
would be starting?
I think Zaya should start Shield because strictly 2v2, they do have a range advantage and like so better 2v2 than Zaya Rakan because Caitlyn has range advantage
Do you
and
think it's a wise move from the Caitlyn to go Doran Blade to press her advantage in the lane?
yeah, they should be shoving them under turret and making it hard for them to forget engaging, making it hard for Zaya to farm. But
That is true.
because they have a lot of wave clear with Morg Pool and with Caitlyn's Q. Whereas if Rakan tries to help wave clearing, he's subject to taking free damage.
I will just go and check with the White Shadows team and see what's happening.
I
Frost
do
is come on
not
TS.
see I do not see Loki on TS yet, so I don't
Yeah,
think he's connected back.
let me just check.
Um,
I have been informed that he is reconnecting in just a minute, so we will have to wait for a longer time. Apologies for for the delay from our side. Just a lot of disconnects happening today. Probably just not things not working at the right time as required. So we should be looking to get started, please fast. So yeah, just we'll just take a break for the time being, guys. The stream will be on the moment the game restarts. We will get back to you, and we will continue the game as soon as Loki, Paper Chico, just reconnects into the game. Reconnected back, so he is reconnecting as we speak. That probably means that we will be able to start the game in just around a minute or so. Apologies for that. Just internet issues and power cut issues are a big pain in the ass for everyone, including us, because we have more matches scheduled. Because of the delays from our side, we will be streaming this match. However, from a casting perspective, since the people who are casting are also adminning the other matches, we won't be able to completely outright stream the game moving forward. But it is available for you to spec to just view on the YouTube video. So it's unfortunate that we can't do it, but at least from a point of streaming, we're going to do that. So as soon as the game starts, you guys can feel free to comment on the YouTube channel, like stream the game as it's watched, comment, but probably casting from that perspective might not happen as we have to unfortunately disconnect into the game as well. So that is something that we'll just wait on and see.
We regret the action, guys, but yeah, we had both of us have to, handle the other games as well. Vici has a game to play right now, so yeah, you can watch the stream, but unfortunately, casting won't be available for this game. We will be coming back hopefully later on with the finals or the semi-finals for your entertainment. But yeah, we do regret what we have to do. Like, we have to take this step right now. All right, I will just have to be right back now.
Yeah.
A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Alright guys, as you can see the game has started. I just have a couple of minutes left to go, so I will probably just stream this game until that happens. You do see White Shadows prepping for an invade, but it's pretty smartly caught out there with the red pink with the ward coming out for meme team and sorry, actually meme team getting caught out rather. So that invade that meme team wanted to do will not be successful. It should just be standard starts coming out for both the teams, so no shenanigans as such. And there is a corrupting potion start from Scion, which I'm guessing he wants to use more mana to poke around and probably to proc more of his glacial augment. A Dorian shield would have been safer considering how much damage Digest does, but then again, Scion has a shield himself that he can do pretty well. And it seems like both the junglers will start on the respective side bot lane side of the map. And you do see them coming on. Empire, smartly enough, it's a very good poke, and Shedison has to back out right now. Otherwise, he's going to take a lot of poke. And smartly enough, he does choose to do it. So, from Lelwan itself, emulating Khan's playstyle of being pokey itself does get a pretty nice poke onto him. But it should not matter that much because Saiyan has a lot of health regen as well, and he should be able to use his pots to sustain backup. And do see both the junglers have started their own respective bots of the map, and the game has continued. One pot is already being used by Shady Saiyan, but I think Empire is going to look to push right now and keep him busy at his own turret, at least for the first 2 levels. But I think Shady Saiyan does not want to do that. He wants to also make sure it's not pushing by too much, so it's pretty okay. Panda's taken all the 6 minions of his first wave and will continue to do so. Meanwhile, there's a binding that just barely misses, but that's a lot of poke out there, and Loki's trying to be aggressive. Here you see a level 2 gang from both the teams on the Scuttle Cap, but I think this is not good for Deadly Dragoon because best rank SE is pretty high right now. He does try to stream in, and that could be first blood coming out right there, and that is first blood. So meme team actually played that really well, and Dragoon I think got a little too cocky right then. There is a pause coming out. Oh, there is no skin, my friend. I was just trolling with you, but you can resume the game because that. In any case, that is a very, very strong start coming out. And I think well played by Syntastic right there because he was able to get to the scuttle fight and get the first blood. So that will really help him snowball this lane pretty massively. And you do see the bot lane of Natkhat Launde are getting pushed. So meme team actually have started off pretty well. The only concern seems to be from the top side where there is CS disparity, but I think Sand will look to get the farm. Oh, that's a nice engage by Suvo right there, and that's going to be a 2v2 kill, but no, that's not. That's going to be a kill for Ripcord. Ripcord flashes to engage perfectly, and he does lose his flash and heal, but they do get a kill in return, so that's going to be 2 kills coming out, and meme team are actually playing this game really, really well, and here, so kudos to whatever that's happening. This game is not going as much in of a one side as we would thought it would be, so it's surprising to see, and meme team have definitely come out pretty strong. On the other hand, you do see that Shady Sane is getting poked a lot. There is the gang that we discussed, but he does get sorted out, but I don't think it's the right thing to do. But then again, Rango SCA has not gone to back, and he does a nice pull, and that's a nice Q. I think he'll be okay, but no, he's getting touched a lot, and I think Panda might be escaped. He does have his flash, he uses the light time, and the flash Q there gets it as well, and that's 3 kills coming out right there for meme team. Things are not going well for Natkhat Launde. The snowball has gone in favor of meme team, and Natkhat Launde have lost a kill on their jungler, a kill on their AD, and a kill on their top lane, which is not boding well for them right now. So really well played there by meme team, and specifically really well played there by Syntastic to actually get those gangs going and get his Scion also ahead with a kill right now. So really well played by him as well. Oh, this is going to be a fun match, boys. Like, this is the reason why we wanted to stream this, because we knew that it's going to be exciting, and this is another way for us to see how Natkhat Launde comes back, because see, no matter what happens, the macro and the experience of Natkhat Launde will come into picture here, so we'll have to see how that happens. Meanwhile, the leading phase is gonna get, there is CS in, like, there is a CS lead on almost every member of Natkhat Launde, so that's a good thing. Oh, that's a nice poke right there, Wordy on the mid, and oh, he gets the egg, so that's really well played by Wordy as well. And oh, this is looking difficult right now for Natkhat Launde. I think they need to just normalize and get the pace back on track. They don't have a big goal lead at this point because the CS lead on the top side is really hurting the meme team as well as Shady Sane, but I think they'll be okay because this is not the storm that we had predicted it to be. So really well played there by Shady Sane and by Bodhi as well to get the egg of Anivia. And Anivia can't play that safe right now on, you know, like she has to play safe, be careful basically. Oh, it's a lot of gangs, Africa. A lot of trading happening in the top side of the map, but during all this time, like, Panda has slowly amassed himself a pretty decent lead. He is 32 CS over 18. I think Shady Sane will get some of it back, and plus his skill itself, I think they will be equal on gold regardless of whatever happens. So yeah, should be fun to watch this match as it progresses. So anyways, guys, like, I will be going. I just wanted to make sure I would stream just the first 5 minutes of this game because it was pretty fun and I did not want to miss out on this action. And as expected, this game delivered on some action. Hopefully, now meme team can take up this pressure and get a win for themselves. But for the rest of the stream, you guys just enjoy without casting, and we will get back to you with the semifinals. That'll probably happen at 8:30. So we will see you guys there next. Bye bye.
now and see. Don't hide away the things you're feeling. Unlock your mind and lose the key. There's a universe inside you. You should never have to hide. I can see the stars inside you. Please just open up your eyes. There's a universe inside you. Inside you. There's a universe inside you. There's a universe inside you. There's a universe inside you. So much more than people know. I've seen you fighting your emotion. I hope you stay and won't let go. There's a universe inside you. So much love to leave behind. Stop the path of devastation. You should live for all the hype.